I'm the President and CEO of FirstString Research. FirstString Research is a biotech company that's based in Charleston, South Carolina. We have a platform technology that is based on the science of cell-cell communication and cell-cell contact that we are developing into a pipeline of drugs for wound healing, scar prevention, complex tissue regeneration, and inflammation reduction. The technology can be applied right from children with small boo-boos to spinal cord injuries in car accidents or in cardiac injuries. And our lead product right now is a topical gel that is in phase 2 clinical trial development. So we have multiple phase 2 clinical trials going on right now, one for acute surgical incisions where the indication is mitigation of scarring. We also have a clinical trial going on for diabetic foot ulcers where the indication is faster wound healing, as well as for venous leg ulcers, again for faster wound healing. We also have a pipeline of drugs coming up. We have an eye drop formulation for corneal injury as well as macular degeneration. FirstString's technology was discovered at the Medical University of South Carolina, and FirstString has an exclusive worldwide license for the use of this platform technology from MUSC. What this technology helps do is it fundamentally shifts the balance from healing by scarring to healing by regeneration. So whenever you have any wound, be it on the skin, be it on the spinal cord, be it on the heart, it heals by scarring. That's the normal body response. But you don't need that massive inflammation, massive scarring response in this day and age. So we can safely shift that balance towards regeneration. So we can keep the scar forming cells at bay, and we can allow normal cells to come in and do their job. Because if you think about scarring is a structural recovery. It has no function. So if you have a scar tissue on spinal cord, well, you lose function in the lower half of your body, perhaps, depending on where that injury is. Now imagine keeping that scar tissue at bay and allowing normal cells to grow in that place. Now you have a structural as well as a functional recovery, which is the advantage of this technology. FirstString's product is extremely safe. So we have done a 48-patient phase 1 clinical trial, and we are doing a 276-patient phase 2 clinical trial. And so far, in all the animal studies and all the human studies, we have had no safety concern that is drug-related. So which is a huge benefit and big comfort to the FDA in letting us move forward. SC Launch and SCRA helped us get off the ground, form a strong foundation. They helped us in terms of advice, in terms of how to set up the business. Also, they gave us some concrete help in terms of dollars. So SC Launch has actually invested twice in FirstString Research, a substantial amount that has helped us move forward. Also, SCRA's support and SC Launch's investment has helped FirstString get additional matching dollars from local investors, because it lends a lot of credibility to the company as well as the science. FirstString is indeed a novel approach. Nobody has done this before, nobody has thought of this before. We have an excellent IP position. Our patent position is very strong. We have 2 issued patents on the composition of matter as well as methods of use, and we have patent coverage in 50+ countries worldwide. SC Launch it creates these resources, it creates these resource partners, and that sort of builds up this infrastructure in the state. So, it makes it much easier for companies like FirstString to find partners it needs to form a collaboration and develop the technology faster and better. With SC Launch and their capabilities and their investment dollars that they can bring, you can attract a lot more companies that can support homegrown companies like FirstString and develop strategic partnerships, collaborations that can ultimately create a huge knowledge-based economy in this state. If you think about FirstString started off with 2 employees. We've already gone to 6, and we may hire 4 more in a couple more years. So it's definitely an advantage to creating this infrastructure in the state of South Carolina.